Ba da 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 ba ya ya da 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 da. There seems to be a yeah. This your boy Anubis can't be stopped, and I'm back again with another Division 2 Descent video, and we're going right into this hardcore mode. So I've been getting questions. How do I run Descent and get to the Nemesis? And this is the easiest way I can tell you to set up your Nemesis runs from here to eternity until the end of the game. And if you follow this one blueprint, you will manage to kill the Nemesis on all accounts. Now, we're going to start with one, the NSA station. The NSA station has power-ups that you can take into Descent with you for every single run, which are one-time purchases, okay? Now, you do have to run Descent, and you do have to die a lot to get all of these power-ups. And you can possibly just spend all your money on these power-ups as you defeat the Nemesis because you don't necessarily need these power-ups to defeat the Nemesis, but they cannot hurt either, okay? So if you go to the NSA station, there are power-ups there. Protection from elites, hazard protection, critical hit damage and chance, and headshot damage that I would suggest maxing those out first, definitely, because they're only 25 NSA tokens, which is the cheapest thing that the NSA station has. And once you do all of those and you level them all the way up, they are yours permanently for every Descent run. Also, I would have definitely start with a random talent, and I would definitely max out the amount of currency percentage that you get from every loot that you do and every room that you do for in Descent currency. Once you do that, then you are off to the races at that point. Now, going right into it, I will say that for all purposes, follow the blueprint. Just follow the blueprint. Trust the process. Just trust the process, and you'll see what I'm saying. One, we are prioritizing damage talents, period, and point blank. I say again, we are prioritizing damage talents, period, and point blank. Weapon damage talents, period, and point blank. We are stacking them all the way to the moon. We are stacking damage talents and stacking damage talents until we cannot stack damage talents no more. Okay? So, when you look at the station, the in Descent station, the first thing that you see is you get 3 extra damage talents that can be there for you. Okay? And then there is also an extra damage talent choice at the NSA station that is a one-time purchase in the NSA station. You want that extra random talent choice, and you also want to have that start with a random talent, because you could get something good. You could get a damage talent, critical, surgical, precise sometimes is a good talent. It just really depends on your play style, you know? So once you do that and you prioritize those damage talents, then you can start looking into utility like optimize, trauma, eyeless, sadist, destructive, surge, stuff like that. and you can max those out. Then, last but not least, you can max out your defensive talents like clutch, preservation, I would say adrenaline rush. Everything else I would feel is a waste of, efficient. Efficient would be a good one as well. Everything else would be maybe protected, reloads maybe could be beneficial if you have adrenaline rush at the same time, you know. It just really depends. But the defensive talents are in there are not as strong as I would like, but insulated is a definite one, because there is a lot of status effect that will pop up in the game as you move on, especially with the cleaners and the hyenas and eventually the black tusk. Okay, so moving on from that, now that you have utilized and you've prioritized all the damage talents, now the damage talents that you are going to go for are anything that will give you instant weapon damage, critical hit damage, or critical hit chance. You want to prioritize those ASAP. Now, you want to prioritize damage talents that do not come with a requirement, like you have to, like vigilance doesn't come with a requirement other than just kill them before they kill you, you know. But prioritize weapon damage talents that don't have a requirement, like gunslinger or versatile. They're very strong talents, don't get it twisted, but the trade-off is they take something to do something. Okay, now I'm not saying they're not useful. They are, depending on if you play that style. Go ahead, do your thing, but prioritize damage talents that don't require you to do much. All right, moving on to loops and room setups. Okay, we're gonna start with the loops. There are 5 rooms per loop and then an arena. 5 rooms, then an arena. What you want to prioritize is getting damage talents. Okay, you want to stack those damage talents to the moon. I mean, stack them up. So you're damn near deleting a door just by putting a couple of bullets into it. Okay, now what you want to do as far as the damage talents go, and the room setups go, you want to have in each loop, you want to take 1 hard room, 1 easy room, and 3 medium rooms, so you can get as much in Descent game currency as you possibly can, so therefore you could purchase those extra talent slots that you need for more damage, so you can get those done right off the bat. The more damage talents you stack, the easier your run is. The less damage talents you stack, the harder your run is. Now, you have the blueprint for those. You can do all easy rooms, you can do all medium rooms. It is totally up to you. Now, this is the best way I find to get the most bang for my bucks. Okay? This is my play style. This is not your play style. Play it how you like. I'm just giving you my 2 cents and letting you know how I run it. Now, on top of that, when you enter a room, you want to do one thing and one thing alone. Destroy the first door in front of you. Destroy the first door in front of you. That means you put yourself in a position, make sure there's nothing that could blow up around you or no doors at your backside, and annihilate that first door in front of you. Take out every single NPC in that door in front of you, and then move around the room and take out the rest of the NPCs. Do this for every single room, including arena. Arena's a little bit different because you have 2 waves. So you take out the first door, you move around, you put yourself in a position to kind of take out the next door. Hopefully the boss doesn't come out of that door. If the boss does come out that door, reposition yourself, go around in a circle, take out all remaining NPCs, take out the boss last. Now, what I will say, that you will, as you do descent runs, you will run into those rooms that have special targets. Those special target rooms are extremely hard. They are extremely ferocious, and they will come after you hardcore. If it is a all red boss room and you have not done your hard room yet, take it. You'll get 25 NSA tokens, 23 to 25 NSA tokens if you complete it. And that's putting you closer to where you want to be with maxing out everything in the NSA station. Now, on top of that, if I had to tell you something else to do, if it's not an all red boss room, it's not worth the risk. Especially if you're not stacked up at all. If you're not stacked up at all, it is not worth the risk. Don't waste your time. Go find you a medium and easy room. Have a nice day. Get to the nemesis, kill him, and go home. Simple. Stay away from boss rooms that are not beneficial to you. If it's not beneficial to you to take the boss room, do not, unless you're doing long descent runs where you're going for high loops. If you are not going for high loops, do not, I repeat, do not even bother or waste your time with those boss rooms. Okay? Now, when you get to the nemesis, this is the last part of it. There, you're going to pop up at a White House no matter what. You're going to go up high, vantage point, White House landing, and you're going to place yourself in a position to shoot down at the nemesis. He can climb up sometimes and things of that nature, and you can blind fire and kill him sometimes. So just put yourself in that position, fire down on him, try to get eyeless, not eyeless, but try to get something like trauma to blind him if you can. If you can't, try to make sure you have a fire sticky to make him dance around with the hot dance and all that good stuff, and actually do some damage to him as well. Explosive sticky to get him out of cover, things like that. You can utilize those things to make sure that you get him out in the open. Make sure if he's running, you're shooting at him. Things like that. Be tactical and defeat the nemesis. If you do everything that I have just told you to do, you will have all your reconstructed caches with all your named item blueprints in no time. Those named item blueprints are coveted and they are most sought after, because being able to craft that stuff versus going to look for that stuff can save you countless of hours of time and headache with other players in PvP and NPCs in PvE. There you go. You have the blueprint. Take it, do what you will with it. This is your boy Anubis Can't Be Stopped. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions for me, I try to answer them in a timely fashion, but I am working all the time, so don't hold me too harshly on that one. But as soon as I get a chance to answer, I will. It's always me. I don't have a person doing my social medias for me. Have a wonderful day. Stay frosty out there, agents, and I'll see you in the next one.
constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted doors. Hostile construction initiated.